Well, hey everybody, today is March the 8th, 2024, and I was talking about a tree blooming, and look, I took a day off from swimming, I come back, and there it is. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 big ones and 1 little one. Zoom in on them. And guess what? Tonight it's going to get down to 28 degrees. There's the 2 little ones. And there's that one. I knew they were going to blossom and turn. I just didn't know when. But that's... Oh, I'm zoomed in on my face. Alright. Swam a mile. Did it in 28:18. Not my fastest, but it's my working average now, average speed. And I tried to go faster, but then I tried to glide. So I'll look at the data when I get back and process it, and then I can kind of see how did that first 800 meters look, and then compare that to the second 800 meters. And that'll tell me what I need to know. Little ones, Daddy sent him up here, he's walking. Yeah, you can see them, him and them, yeah. Ain't too many people walking today. It turned off cold and there's a chance of rain. It's already rained. Yesterday it rained, so I took yesterday as a recovery day, and I needed it. We always gotta treat our body well. If we don't treat our body well, nobody else is going to do it. He started rolling. A lot of kids do that. They roll down the hill. All right. It's cold. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's like maybe 52 degrees. Got just a little bit of a breeze. Absolutely no sun. One dad told the other dad, I missed those days. Yeah. I remember when I used to take my little pumpkins to the park, take their bicycles and everything, and they would ride. Oh man, they'd cut up. Yeah, they grow up quick.
Coaches. Coaches. Everybody up real straight and tall. Back row, hands behind your back. First, second row. No, front row in your lap, that's it. Okay, ladies. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hey, come on down.
middle of the page. No way. You watch, baby. You pick you one out, Brittany. Good boy. That's all right, baby. Get your man. Good thing it. All right, Aaron.
They grow up really quick. But life is not what we think it is. Life is a gift. In this present moment, to live and have your being in this present moment is the key to mental wellness and harmony with your body. And when you're all in that harmonized nature of the resurrected power of the Christ that lives inside of you, then you can heal your body and treat yourself as if the moment of now is the only time there is. I don't ponder on the past, and I don't think about what I don't have control over, which is everything. The only thing that we can control and have control over is our thinking. How do we think about things? We can choose to let things go in the natural, in the physical realm, and that's called detaching. But there's even a greater level of detaching when you do it in your dream life, or when you do it when you're lucid dreaming. You become aware in a dream, and then you can detach from that particular dream and stay in that stillness state and just see what manifests. And that is called lucid dreaming. Just that little bit of simplicity. I was shown lucid dreaming within day 3 of my awakening, August the 17th, 2003. Let me see if I can explain it. I'd been having nightmares before I woke up. Really bad ones. Really bad ones. And so I had that first night, peaceful rest. The second night was really peaceful rest. And that third night, I had a kind of like the beginning of a nightmare. And I was able to hear the spirit's voice within my dream telling me to look at it. It's not real. And all of a sudden, a stick became my hand. My hand became like 10 feet long with a point on it. And the spirit said, reach out and punch it. And I punched it. And it just like air came out of it, and it just wilted. I could hear little sounds, hear it like, oh, he knows we're not real. And then, yeah, that was one of my first lucid dreamings that gave me the gift to never have a nightmare. I can control my dreams to a point that it pops up, I accept it or I don't. If I don't accept it, it goes away. And oh yeah, it tries to lure me into fear in my dream state, and I don't have a bit of it. That's detaching. And now there's physical detaching. You detach from people, places, and things, and cars, and girls, money sometimes, and money all the time kind of thing, but yeah. But the one thing that lucid dream will bring you is perfect health. And when you got perfect health, you got everything. You got peace of mind. You got the ability to speak life to your atoms, your cells, your DNA, and heal your body in a knowing that is so real that you can live in perfect health. Thank y'all for watching my channel, and thank y'all for sticking around, leaving comments and things. I try to answer a lot of them. I try to get back to them. But if you left me a comment and I haven't got back with you, leave me another comment on this particular video. Yeah, detaching is one of the most powerful lessons that a person can learn in this false reality. I remember this one fella from California. He came to a meeting. It might have been one of my first meetings that I had with some Christ-conscious beings. And he said, Mary, Mary, life is but a dream. He said, do you know you're dreaming? I said, yeah, I woke up. He said, when did you wake up? And I said, August 17, 2003. And of course, this was probably about 1.5 years after that. And he said, so you know that most people are dreaming and asleep. And I said, yeah, I know it. I know I was for 42 years. I was stone cold asleep, and I was attached to everything that I thought I needed. You remember the jerk? He walks away, he says, oh, I need that. And then he grabs that and he says, I need that, and I need that. Pretty soon he weighed himself down, he couldn't even walk. But one thing about it, when your mind becomes stilled with the resurrected power of the Christ energy of Yahshua ben Joseph living on the inside of you, you realize that it's a new world and you're a new creation. And you realize that there was something else controlling your thinking. It wasn't me. It seemed to be me, but it wasn't. Now it's still not, buddy. It's that Christ consciousness that I'm led by the Holy Spirit, the Comforter that has come to lead us into all truth, even things yet to come. Yes, and I can see the future on some things. Been able to do that ever since I was a little kid. I'd tell people what was going to happen, and it happened. That was my little what do you call it? Precog? Yeah. I had those abilities especially when I started having babies. I could see 20, 30 years into the future. A lot of times I didn't realize how powerful it was, so I learned to start telling people when I have those kind of dreams. And I still do when I have those dreams. There's certain people I tell, oh, let me say this. There's some people you don't want to tell nothing to. And you do too much talking to people that you don't really have no clue of how they can contaminate your dreams, your desires, and your hopes. It's best on levels like that not to tell people too much until you know that you're speaking to yourself with the eyes of Christ, looking at the eyes of Christ, and you know that you're one with that person. Now, that don't mean you know everything about the person and that person knows everything about you. It just means that you can trust that person to enhance your creative ability instead of diminish your creative ability. If you tell a NPC, a non-player type character person, what you're going to do and how you're going to do it and everything about it, it just that just sends a message out to the universe that you really don't want what you're talking about. So you have got to, which I say you, I'm talking about me too, we have got to learn that our creative energy and our creative ability is not connected to this time or these individuals that's in our life. Sometimes you got to have a special person in your life that you can talk to about things. I'm lucky, I'm fortunate, I have a love of my life. I can tell her anything and it's amplified to the good. But there is things about how we create our reality that I'm still working through. With this awakening energy, I've become complacent with what I need and what I want. But I seen a real good video, realm of the time continuum is able to bring us everything that we need.
Because it all comes down to what you fall asleep with doing at night. Whatever you're doing as you're falling asleep is going to happen to you tomorrow, next week, next month. That's already set. If you don't change yourself, then those things are going to happen. You have the privilege of changing those things simply by changing what you're doing as you're falling asleep at night. So in this video, I'm going to teach you exactly how you can do that and the differences and the mechanics that are surrounding this. That way you can really start applying this and making these big changes in your life, because the world is a simulation. It's a matrix. You're living in a movie screen right now and you're screenwriting it as you're falling asleep for tomorrow and next week. You could create anything that you wanted. You could completely transform every part of your life.
But most people want money, money, money. And with that comes headache, headache, headache. It's best to have just enough and not seek after that wealth that you see other people act like they have. I had to learn that lesson, boy. Most people that we see right now are deep in debt. She's having to work, he's having to work. And if they would just step out of themselves and listen to the spirit of Yahshua ben Joseph through Christ consciousness, of the self-realization of the I Am presence, they would realize that they got everything they need. And then they could focus on having fun and loving each other and raising babies. Oh, it would have been wonderful to raise them babies in this state of being that I am. But I'm too set in my ways to start a second family. I don't know, that might not never be in the cards in this lifetime. But I do cherish the days. Even though I was asleep and unconscious, I was present with them as best I could be for not knowing who I was. That means a lot to be present with your children. I was doing the Adam Chandler, the click, like the remote control click, click. And I would come home from a job and all I could think about was the job and how close I was to getting a promotion and a raise. And we'd do all these activities. I'd take them to ball games, take them to movies, skating and swimming. And, you know, I had maybe 3 days off, and then I had to go back for 2 weeks and then come back for 3 days off again, and lived like that for a long time. And my youngest daughter, she rented the movie Click by Adam Sandler. And she, after we got to watching it, and she said, about 20 minutes into the movie, she said, "Daddy, you did that in our life, didn't you? You were fast forwarding your time with us, even though you were present with us. You really weren't."
Can you please stop yelling? It is so embarrassing.
Is that my daughter?
Mom, I'm going to Derek's.
That's you? Samantha? When did you get boobs?
The same time you did, Dad. Now can I go?
Whoa. Who the hell's this Derek guy?
Duh, my boyfriend, the hottest boy in school. Hello.
Oh, he's gonna be really hot when I burn his house down. Now you get your ass upstairs, you put some normal clothes on.
Why are you so mean to me?
Get them on, now! And wipe off all that makeup!
Right!
Donna! 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 God damn it! Look how gorgeous you look. I'm so scared.
Knock, knock, gang.
Hey, sweetie.
What's going on?
Well, Don and I were gonna get a cup of hot chocolate. You want us to bring you one?
You cheating on me? With Johnny G-string over here?
Come on, time out, Mike. I thought we were past all that.
No. We're past this all, man. No, you're right. No big deal.
Okay?
Hey, it's just that you don't mess with another man, all right? You don't mess with another
Michael,
man.
stop it! Stop it, Michael! Your decision to move out! Stay out!
Get off of me! You sticking up for him?
Go away!
No.
Go away! I hate you!
You can't hurt me.
I hate you! I hate you!
Oh, man! You hate me? No. 10 years, you're not finished yet? Marty! Why did you do this to me?
And she knew that I had woke up to Christ consciousness, and her little self, had woke up to a point too, but she wanted a family. And so she decided to have a family, and she went back into the world of diapers and baby bottles. And I called myself progressing into just a state of bliss that I couldn't begin to explain how much that is really worth. I tell people it's like a billionaire. He's got everything, but if he ain't got his health, he's got nothing. And that's one thing the Father showed me, and I was already have been athletic most of my life. But yes, speaking life to your atoms and your cells and your DNA is the beginning of healing yourself and having divine health. It's wonderful. I hope you understand what I'm saying and can get a piece of it for your reality. It's nothing you got to do. It's nothing you got to be. It's no church that you got to go to get this. This is a free gift to each and every one that when they're ready for it, you do your healing work and your healing shadow self energy. That's the part where I go back in time and change the way my perception of what was happening in the events. You have to start somewhere. Start with loving yourself first. And the most important thing is to love yourself. Once you get that, then you change the way you eat. And when you change the way you eat consciously. You eat in the moment, in the present. And you eat slowly. Chew your food thoroughly. Once you got that down, then you start reducing the quantity in the meals. Pretty soon you'll get to eating one meal a day, and it'll be enough. Once you do all that, your body will be in tune with the actual vibration of your real reality, your real true identity. But you can't be drinking and smoking and doping and drugging and all that. In my way of understanding and inner knowing, that makes it real hard to get in alignment with your true identity. So the whole world right now is in an identity crisis. But that's going to change when you change. So if you want to be a reflection for the outer world to see healing and peace and love come to the planet, it has to start with you loving yourself and then doing your inner work and your outer work with your body, your physicality. Yoga and meditating, it'll start coming natural. And getting a good night's sleep is just part of it.
I'm spending millions of dollars developing an anti-aging protocol, and today I'm going to show you quick tips about sleep. For the very first time, today, I achieved a perfect 100% sleep score using Whoop over the past 30 days. First, I have a temperature controlled mattress. So when I go to bed, there are sleep cycles that you want to have certain temperatures. The bed automatically adjusts the temperature according to my cycle. Number two is I have blackout curtains. So the room is entirely dark. Other things I do, for example, there's a certain amount of time from when I eat my last meal of the day and I go to bed. Currently it's 10 hours. If I've eaten too much food or I've eaten the wrong kind of food, I know from years of experience I'm going to have a poor night's sleep. I also avoid alcohol. I never drink alcohol. No matter what time I drink it, it's going to have negative effects on my sleep. Every night, my family and I, we have a wind down routine. It starts at 7 p.m. and for a full hour, we do nothing but just hang out. We'll read, we'll talk, we'll stretch, we'll play, we'll watch something, but the whole family turns off, we're engaged with each other, and we can remove ourselves from all the stresses of the day and try to stop our brains from ruminating.
There's one other person in the world who's got the better sleep record than me. And that's that guy who lives out in California. He's 46 and he's white as a ghost. And yeah, he's an interesting fella. But why did I get off on that? Let me think. All I can see is his white ass. He's so white. He won't go in the sun because he don't want sun damage to his skin. I got to admire that. I got to give him kudos for that. I'm the opposite. I love the sun, and the sun loves me. Everything in moderation is okay. Denying yourself the ability to have peace is a sin. If there ever is any kind of sin that makes any mark against your reality, it's to know the truth and not practice it. When there's nothing to practice. Once you become the one that you know you are, it's just being and having your being with the ebb and flow of time itself and the changing of the seasons. Baby Jesus is done come and gone, and now the Easter Bunny is on the way, especially when you see the trees budding. The Easter Bunny is on his way. And then it'll be the 4th of July thing, and then it'll be back around to September. Always something clicks off in October, and then it'd be baby Jesus again. All right, I'm just rambling now. I'm just rambling. Y'all have a good day. I love you. Thank you for watching my channel. Appreciate y'all. Have a good day. Bye-bye.